that heaven has a marketing plan. Can you imagine that heaven has a marketing plan for our lives? That God is marketing us, that he's getting ready to billboard some of you, that he's rolling out magazine campaigns. He's rolling out television, radio. He has an opportunity in his belly. He's seeing it from afar. He's seeing the end from the beginning, and he knows he's ready to propel some of us in ways that we have never seen. Now, others, we're still getting moving, so don't get it twisted and don't get jealous, because everybody's at different parts and parcels at different levels. So as some of us get propelled and moved, others will say, God, are we ready to pull some people? He'll say, yeah, I want you to pull this, and this. And we will do that. It will be a great system around the world where those that are moving in position will begin to pull those who are just ready to be positioned. Are y'all here with me? Oh, right. Isn't that a praise the Lord? Isn't that so exciting? So once again, for the Power Scope, we are positioned for something great. And so our word, our focus, our directive, our instruction for this week is very simple. It is very simple. You've already seen those 3 words as you came into the scope this morning. The Lord said, don't make it a long thing. Don't make it complicated. Just make it very clear that it is time to upgrade. Time to upgrade. Now, this is our word for the week, which means we're going to tear this word apart. We're going to pull it up. We're going to pull it down. We're going to go inside of it. We're going to look at its back, its front, its legs, its hands, its eyes. We're going to go into the dental part of it, look at its teeth, its ridge. We've got to know what God means when he says it's time to upgrade. I love it too. And so this is critical for us to understand. It's critical for us to get out of raggedy. Time out for raggedy. Time up for second hands. Time out for doing just a little bit. Time out for dragging with that broken phone. Time out for the broken glass. Time out for the things is ill repaired. Time out for the things that don't get it done, don't meet the standard, don't move the grade. Time out. So the Lord says, I cannot send you to the top of the mountain. I cannot propel you into the things I'm planning. I've got this huge marketing plan that I'm rolling out in the next 6 months, 9 months, 1 year, 12 months for you, but you've got to begin to upgrade. You've got to begin to upgrade your brand, to upgrade your strategy, to upgrade your thinking, to upgrade your position, to upgrade your presentation. This is it. Y'all done got quiet on me, but I know what I'm talking about. Tap, 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 tap. It is time for me to loose the toxic. There are relationships. There are thought patterns. There are elements. There are programmatic issues that are toxic, that are raggedy, that are old, that are stale, that are molded, and we cannot live with it any longer. I know I'm talking to you. Yes, 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 yes. So the upgrade is essential for the promotion. We want to be promoted. We want to be known. We want our name out there. We want people to purchase our products. We want the people, to come into our houses of worship. We want things to happen. We want our children to obey. We want to be in relationship with people that is joyful. We want things to happen, but we can't be the same. We have got to upgrade our parenting, upgrade our managing, upgrade our entrepreneurial pursuits, upgrade our thoughts about ministry. My God, ministry needs to be upgraded. The kingdom of heaven is behind the times. We cannot do the same model. We need a model, a makeshift. We cannot have the same face. We have to do a facelift so that people outside of the normal walls, outside of Christianityism, outside of the regularity of all of the religiosity and all of the religious talk for thousands of years. Yuck! Just absolutely yuck. If we say we don't want religion, then get rid of it altogether. Stop playing and flirting with it. If we want to win the world, then come up with new models. New models of ministry. Think outside the box. Dream outside the dispensation. Get outside the time zone. Do something in ministry. I told them when I was in Arizona, move all the chairs. Let's have pageantry. Let's have balloons. Let's have movement. Let's have color. color. Why are we doing it this way? So I am a reformer. I am an apostolic reformer, and I am clear that my voice is a little raggedy, but I know my voice is been moved with speed and acceleration to move the church and to move the Ekklesia and to move those to new times. Yes, right. Dream outside the box. You got it. Visionary is necessary. I feel that this morning. To be a visionary is necessary, and it's necessary for your family, for your ministry, and for your business. Now, we think visionary is just that we're the leader and that we're coming up with the programs, but I challenge my kingdom leaders this morning. I challenge you that visionary is not just doing it the same or doing it like someone else. Visionary is to dream outside the normal, to go into unusual times of focus with God, to go deeper and wider and higher than anyone else in your sphere, anyone else in your city, anyone else in your region. This is the visionaries that God is calling for. Visionary is necessary because we cannot win the world with the same old programs. Now listen, there's an axiom that says, and it's a wonderful axiom. It says methods are many, principles are few. Methods are always changing, but principles never do. So as long as we keep the principles, we can come up with all kinds of methods. We can have all kinds of models. We can do all kinds of things and develop processes and programs and precepts and opportunities for people to engage God in ways beyond our wildest dreams, to engage our businesses, our products, our services in ways beyond what anyone else is doing. So upgrade is not mimicking. Upgrade is not imitating. Upgrade is not doing it like anyone else. Upgrade is actually completely moving the process upward. I want to give you this. It says to upgrade is to raise to a higher grade or standard. To raise to a higher grade or standard than has ever been before. So when we talk about upgrade, we're talking about something totally different than just doing it like someone else. It says it is also a higher level of potency. I love that. Higher level of potency or position or performance. So when we move to upgrade, they ain't never seen that before. When you do it the way God gives you, nobody ain't gonna see that before. And if they do it like you, they will be imitating. They will be mimicking. If they put it out there the way you get it, because it's going to be so unique when you get it. It won't no one else do it just like you. So we want to be in upgrade. Now, Microsoft, Apple are all upgraders. We constantly looking at our phones. We're constantly looking at computers. We're looking at technology. What I'm saying to you in the moments that I have, and I don't have many, is that I'm saying to you that you have to be just like the big boys. You've got to play just like the big boys and girls in the marketplace. You've got to look at systems, products, ideas, visions. You got to look at the way you do church ministry, the way you do product delivery, the way you do family management, the way you do management systems, everything, no matter what sphere or what area or angle you're coming at life and ministry and business from, you've got to be looking, listening, and learning. From whom? From the people you're supposed to be serving. So if the kids are going haywire, we need to stop and think about how to upgrade our family management. If people in our office are in toxic relationships with each other and hostile, and there's constantly problems and issues, then as managers, we've got to think about how to upgrade the relational parts of our work. If there is problems in the local house and people are not really learning and they're coming and the door is constantly open and people are going in and out, we've got to upgrade something because we think we're delivering the best, but it apparently is not doing that. Is this okay? Can I tell you these things? Because upgrade is necessary for improvement, sometimes for replacement, sometimes for addition. So we've got to be willing to improve, to replace, and to add. These are things, but we must do the right assessments. We must, again, you'll hear Dr. Yolanda say this a whole lot. Do the math. Do the assessment. Take the inventory. Don't be afraid to look at your life, to look at your ministry, to give it a hard grade, to give it a C+ and say, you know what? what? We're doing a C plus in this family. Sit the kids down. Sit your workers down and say, this is C plus work. Sit your congregants down and say, this ministry, as we look at it as a leadership team, is at a C plus, and that's not good enough. All right. Am I helping anybody today? I feel like I'm a little more preachy and pushy, but I'm really saying to you, upgrade is necessary. Upgrade is critical if we're going to take mountains, scale mountains, climb mountains, dominate mountains, invade mountains. This is a 7-mountain periscope. So I'm talking about moving us and transitioning us from what was regular and normal to what is eccentric and extraordinary. And to do that, I've got to push you. I've got to push you. I've got to say, come on, let's get up higher. Let's go in deeper. All right. So we're looking for the enhanced version. Say that. I am going to be the enhanced version. Whatever I've been doing, it's time for enhancement. It's time for replacement. It's time for addition or subtraction. I might need to move some things back. I might need to add some things too. But again, when I talk about ministry, I'm talking about the mathematics of ministry constantly. The mathematics of ministry, the mathematics of marketing, the mathematics of management of family, the mathematics of workplace. It's always about addition, subtraction, multiplication, or division. So you got to look at the elements of math. Yes, you guys are on it. Go to the enhanced version. You're getting it. Yes, pulling up. Absolutely. So you guys are seeing this. Yes, you are the enhanced version, or you're moving towards it because you understand that to be what I was 3 years ago, to be what I was now is not good enough. I have about 2 minutes. And in those 2 minutes, I want to tell you a little bit about the apostle, the one that no one really calls apostle. We just call we call the people in the Bible by their names, but everybody got to be somebody else. So, got to be doctor, you got to be apostle, you got to be pastor, but it was just Peter, James, John, you know what I mean? So listen, we're talking about Peter this morning, and he is the apostle, and he is a profound one, but he didn't really get into the title, right? He was just like, hey, Peter, what's going on? And so Peter is in this upgrade time of his life. I looked at it and God blew my mind. I want to give this in the next 1 minute and 2 minute, 2.5 minutes, maybe, maybe 1 minute. Oh Lord. Okay. So here it is. Peter goes from upgrade to upgrade to upgrade to upgrade. I want you to think about him this week. I want you to really keep Peter in focus because he's going to be the man of the hour, the man of the week, the man of upgrade for us. Here is what happens. Peter is called as a fisherman. He's a normal guy doing his 9 to 5, he's worked sometimes overtime. He's working weekends. He's drilling. He's fishing. He's trying to get his job. He's a fisherman, number one fisherman. God upgrades him. And look at this. I looked at this. He upgrades him from fisherman to a faithful follower. He calls Peter out of just fishing to be a fisher of men. So now he's a follower and a faithful follower of Christ. So he's upgraded from fisherman to follower. Y'all with me? Then he moves. Listen to this. When the rough stuff happened and the dark night came, as it will in all of our lives, and the issue of tempting and testing came upon this follower, he went into a foolish fear. And so the upgrade really became a dip or dive. He went from a high place of promotion, and then all of a sudden in that promotion, he's tested. When he is tested, he falls into a foolish fear because fear will make you come back. It will say, get your tail back. And so if we're not upgrading properly, fear will come and foolishness will happen, and it will cause us to try to miss our position and our call. That's what happened to Peter. So Peter goes, listen, from a fisherman to a faithful follower to a fearful fool. God help me. And then he goes from fearful fool to something that's fascinating to me. He moves to a favored and restored discipleship position again. He comes back to become a follower. A faithful, a restored, a getting it straight. I am favored now as a disciple. How I know that? Because in one little verse in Mark 16, verse 7, the angels have just, oh my God, they just called Peter's name in the heavens. And they said, what you looking for? You're looking for Jesus? Jesus is not here. Go tell his disciples and Peter. And the angel actually speaks Peter's name out of his mouth. Actually says, go tell the disciples and Peter. We restored you, bro. We got you, boo. We understand your problems. We understand that your flesh is weak. We understand that you have a desire, but you've been restored, you're favored. Then by the end of Peter's ministry, marketplace ministry, he stands at the end of Pentecost, at the beginning of Pentecost, Pentecost, at the end of the old age, at the beginning of a new age, and he becomes, listen to this, a flourishing preacher. A flourishing preacher. So this dude moves, this disciple, this apostle, this great man moves from fisherman to faithful follower to fearful fool to favored and restored disciple to flourishing preacher. Listen, he went through upgrade after upgrade after upgrade. So even if we miss it, even if we done some things that we shouldn't have done, even if we didn't hear Jesus,